as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Odell Beckham.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tackle made. Right.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 44. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Ball carrier.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they?
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Prime. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to McCaffrey, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action. action. Now Garoppolo. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. This will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
The score, Panthers 7, Packers nothing. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
6 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
On the tackle.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 47. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football. that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
11. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 8 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go ahead.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11.
Check. 42's the mark. That's a run. They're running it. Mike's 42.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Packers.
Complete to
Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Check 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Found his target. It's Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Garoppolo again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Packers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.